Oh, okay, we're good. Okay, so I'm Ashley.
I'm Ariel.
And I'm Sarah.
Awesome. Okay, so we'll just go through the questions that she asked on the website. The first one is, what principles of effective speaking did you see in each? For me, the one that stood out the most was the second one, the guy that was for same-sex marriage. He had a really, all about storytelling. He was really good at making it a story and getting his point across that way.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Ariel, is your microphone blocked at all? I don't know. Or maybe I'm just the only one, but it's really muffled. And it could just be my computer because it is a really old computer.
No, it's on my computer too.
Oh, okay.
It's all the way up. I've been holding it, so it shouldn't be blocked by anything. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. Well, the principles of effective speaking. So was that the question?
Yeah.
Okay, I think with the first one, um, he was very I guess firm, if that's what I'm looking for, but just he got his point across and wasn't timid about what he was saying. He just boldly spoke his views. But on the second one, kind of like you said, he was very, I feel, charismatic and yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do we just do one topic, or are we going through all three of them and then all four questions? Just out of curiosity. Does that make sense what I'm asking?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just extremely lost in this whole thing.
Oh, it's all good. I guess we could. I guess we could just go through all the questions, and if they're the same, we'll just add general for all of them.
Okay, because yeah, that's the same four questions for all three ones.
Okay.
Well, the first two definitely. They're all the questions for the first two.
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay. So I guess next question.
Yeah. So next one, can you guys hear me? Does someone else want to read these? I don't know if you can hear me very well.
Okay, I can ask him.
So what is
Okay.
the bias and or the premises for his stance? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I liked that how he brought in religion. I thought that was really cool, but I felt like that was his only point, and I feel like maybe from a worldly perspective there might need to be a little um, more evidence for what he was saying.
Yeah. And kind of go off that, most of his thing was just all about how God is the judge. He wasn't really addressing the issues very well. It was all about God is going to judge you. He's the only one. And so I was kind of confused at the end. I was like, wait, what was he trying to get across? So I was curious about the whole time. And kind of condemning people too while he was doing it.
Yeah. Okay. So, anybody have any more comments for that question? Okay. So, if you were on the fence when it comes to same-sex marriage, how would you feel after listening to these speeches?
For me, after hearing both of them, the second one was definitely more convincing. He had it because he was telling a story. It was more emotional, and he kind of made it personal to people. And I feel like with religion, you can't really do that. Not everyone believed in essentially. So I think the first guy I felt like his tone was angry and kind of condemning and kind of pushed me away from what he was saying, even though that's what I believed. But just the way he presented it was kind of put offish.
Mm-hmm.
I will be honest. I did not know where the videos were until just now because I got off of work and then I was like, oh, the meeting is happening in 30 minutes. Well, so I've just straight up struggled in this class since the beginning of the semester because I found out I was pregnant, started school, and started a full-time job all at the same time. And so I'm still trying to get a hang of it, and it's not working well at all. It's like the first one I've been able to make, so I'm just proud of myself for this. I
Yeah,
feel bad.
you did
So
then.
I apologize. Like I see the videos and I like read the question and I was like, hey, cool. Well, I'll just sit here and listen and at least listen. So my apologies for this. So I am lame and I will listen to you to comment. So sorry. I promise I'm not as loud as mine. But these 4 weeks, my life has just fallen apart in front of my eyes. Oh. Anyway, so continue.
Okay. Um. Yeah. I don't. I don't know. The whole like, if you were on the fence, like, I don't know. I already like since we kind of already, have a stance on it. I guess if I was on the fence, yeah, I agree. With what you were saying that the other video was more convincing compared to like the other one where he was just like talking about religion and I feel kind of like repentance to
Yeah.
everyone and yeah, I don't know, instead of like, loving everyone no matter their choices. But, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was less effective about these speeches? So I guess kind of how we've already talked about how the first one was a little, I don't know, forceful. um,
Yeah.
okay, so what do you think about the other one that was for same-sex marriage? Like, how do you think it was less effective?
He didn't really address the other side of the issue. This was all one-sided. And I think to make a valid argument, you need to kind of bring up both sides. And so I think that's one of the ways to sort of make it better in that way.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Um, yeah, and I think along with that, how he just like he shared his story, and um, I think because it's just like personally like hearing other stories from like similar situations, his was only like one-sided. So it's like having a study where you only like interview 5 people. It's not a very effective study. So I don't know, like maybe.
He didn't have anything to back it up. It was just his personal experience. Just his one person.
Mhm. Yeah. Um. Okay, so then the article by Matt Walsh. So what do we think that was effective in his writing?
I thought his writing style was really good. It was easy to read and kind of fun to read because he was like really lively. And you could tell that he was really pumped up about this topic and like he really cared about it just from reading it.
Mhm. Yeah. I liked how he talked about a lot of different aspects and not just like the religious side, which was good too. But he also talked about like the biological side of everything and kind of the government and how it's gotten involved. And I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so what was the basis and or the premise for his stance? Um,
So that just be like basically he just um wanted to bring up these points that no one ever talks about. Like he was just bringing up the stuff that everyone's kind of pushing aside and touching up about that's kind of a hot topic. So he's kind of being bold and putting them out there.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so what was less effective about his article? I think that like something that was like not as effective is that kind of the tone he came across. So like there's some people that would have like different views would be offended, just kind of the tone that he was taking.
Kind of how he was like calling the judges like high priests and things like that. That could be offensive to some people.
Yeah. And I think also like at the end how he just said, the people that don't stand up for marriage are like cowards, and I mean, like, I don't know, his is his opinion, but at the same time, like, if you want somebody on your side, I don't know, I feel like you have to be more understanding.
Yeah. I think also too, like he didn't have any like research-based facts in there.
Yeah.
To check it or anything. He really had no ability to.
Yeah. Okay, so then also, if you're on the fence when it comes to same-sex marriage, how would you feel after reading this article?
That one's kind of hard because like I agree with a lot of things he said. But I thought that he was really convincing in his writing, and it made common sense. Like he wasn't just throwing out like crazy weird ideas, but it was like real truth. And so, like it was more believable to be like it's truth. Truth is truth. You can't really ignore that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he made some really good points. I don't know, it would definitely make you think more about it, I guess. And yeah, yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, what was less effective about his article? I guess we kind of already talked about this a little bit. His tone. Was there anything else that you thought?
He gave you a lot of like really big words, and so a lot of people probably wouldn't understand some of the things he was saying. If he wanted to reach more people, he couldn't use like big words. I don't know. I think we all can understand it, but not a lot of other people could.
Okay. And then, what questions do we still have?
I don't think I have any.
Yeah, I can't think of any off the top of my head. Sarah, do you have any questions?
The learning experience, definitely. I don't know. No, I think being LDS, we have a little bit more of a firm stance in where we stand. And so, I mean, I browsed over like the article while y'all were talking and stuff. So, when it comes to topics like this, I feel like whatever you watch or read or ever, it's just either we're like, well, that's dumb, or we're like, well, I don't agree with that, or like, oh, I agree with that. And me personally, it's just kind of black and white to me. And so, just phrasing the article briefly, it really didn't, stir emotions in me. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm glad
Well,
I got to experience one of these. Again, I'm not prepared fully.
okay. So I guess in summary, um, well, kind of like the two videos, and how, they both had things that were lacking that they could have had more persuasive arguments, and I guess more like resources, I guess, more both sides, viewpoint and I guess tone and like how you are persuading people with I guess your stance and um, how you treat people will greatly affect I guess the way if they are persuaded or not. So do either of you have anything else to add?
That was pretty good.
Okay, well,
Awesome.
that's it. Okay.